Alright, up next is the qualifying for the UMP and Crate Mod divisions.
It's finally time to see who can lay down a quick one here.
With the sun going down, this track will slick off real quick.
Last time I was in a modified 6 months ago, I flipped it. Here we are.
Hot laps is the first time you'll touch the track all evening long. You get about 3 to 5 laps to really get a feel for the car, let the motor get some heat in it, and really work the track in to see what it'll be like for qualifying. It really starts to set the tone for the night as far as handling of the car wise.
Time for today's hot lap sessions. Up first, we have the UMP Modifieds, and here's Justin Haley in the 99. David Strimmy leads the UMP group with a 16.95.
A ripping time for Haley. The 99 goes 10th quick on the boards with a 17.175. Here come the Crate Modifieds for their hot lap qualifying session.
It's 6th quick for Quentin Haley in the 13. 18.570 is the time, and that Dark Horse Racing lethal chassis looks bad fast.
Just got done with qualifying here. Went out there, put 2 laps together, qualified 6th. Car felt really good, a little tight on center. Track's really going to slick off for tomorrow, so I'm not really sure exactly what kind of changes we need to make, but I'm feeling pretty confident, felt pretty sporty. Just need to gather myself up and make sure I don't make any mistakes tomorrow. We should have a pretty good shot at it. I felt like I had a good drive. Like once it finally got set, it would drive fine. There was a second lap, 1 and 2 in the middle. I thought I got loose. Like I was pretty over-rotated. Did you see that at all? I think I was trying to, like you said, that first lap I was tight, so I tried to overcompensate by giving it more throttle. I don't know, man. It's hard to tell you like what I felt in 2 laps. But it had good turn in. Like I just on the throttle, turned, grab a whole bunch of wheeling.
I think it's wild when I go dirt racing. You know, it's hot lap qualifying is what we call it. So there's no practice, and qualifying is your practice. So you basically roll through tech, you get 3 laps, you go out there and give it your all. That's where they seed you for the heat race. So I think it's awesome, especially with this compacted cup schedule that we have, where practice and qualifying is only 20 minutes long. Dirt racing and my background in dirt racing kind of gives me the opportunity to adapt quicker. So, you know, you just roll out, run those laps, and then throughout the feature, you know, the feature might only be 20, 30 laps, but it's just as physical as a 500-mile race at you know, Texas or Atlanta. So, you know, every time I go dirt racing, I feel like after hot laps, I get out of the car and I'm worn out just because the adrenaline's so high, and you have to adapt so quickly to your surroundings and what the track's doing. Obviously, every time you roll out on the racing surface, it's different, and you have to develop and change the car throughout the night, and it's really just a guessing game, especially for someone like me who doesn't do it too often. It's hard to read the track conditions. So I think that's what keeps me a big part of being here. Is, like I said earlier, it keeps me fresh and really allows me to adapt myself, my driving style, and change that and not get repetitive with what I'm doing on the racetrack. Just got done with hot laps. Pretty good feel for the old 99. Here's Visco right here. Howdy. I'm here for chips. Pretty good. Gonna go out here and qualify here in a second, see what we got. But first time out in the car, everything stayed together, and pretty impressed with it. So we'll see what qualifying brings. Maybe run a feature tonight if we make it. And yeah, feel pretty good about it. So on to the next session, and keep working to be better.
So, while we have a few minutes, what did you guys see from the hot laps as we're about to roll into the Championship Invitational qualifying here in just a few moments?
Well, I'll tell you what, those Dark Horse Racing modifieds look bad fast. Quentin did a 13 crate mods at a really nice time, and Justin, my goodness, that Elite UMP looked hooked up.
I agree. Both of the Haley brothers are looking very strong here today.
Qualifying time for the UMP Modifieds. Here we go.
Across the line, Justin Haley, look at that Elite chassis fly.
Second quick in Group B for Justin Haley at 16.748.
Qualified second overall. Pretty good. About to climb in for the race. The race is like you pill draw. So they took the top 10 and off speed we qualified second. And then they just choose 10 people who they like, I think, is how it's done. Then all 20 of us redraw. So I drew an 80, which is not good. It's 0 through 100. So I'll be starting towards the tail, just gonna kind of work up. Obviously I have the second best car, so only got 4 laps on this thing, and it's been pretty fast. So kind of get through tonight, and real show starts tomorrow.
Alright, it's time to redraw for the Championship Invitational.
With this event, a pill draw is done to reset the order for the 20-car field, as these guys are all just out there to have some fun.
It's going to be really unfortunate for some drivers who qualified fast, but just have an unlucky draw. Justin Haley, David Stremme, and Ryan Ayers are all guys who have looked fast, but if they draw poorly, they could be in the back.
The Championship Invitational coming up soon.
It was really cool when I fired off our heats there. I rolled in behind Ryan Ayers, who's a close friend of Justin and I, and it's one of those things where Ryan's one of those guys who I know I can always learn from, and I know he's not going to make many mistakes as a driver. So just being able to follow him, you know, he's got a lot of experience dirt racing. He's been doing it pretty much his whole life, and just being on track with him taught me so. Like, I learned so much tonight just in hot laps, just being behind him for those 2 or 3 laps we did. Charlotte's a lot of fun. It's really unlike any other track out there. It just carries so much speed, and you're going so fast, and it's kind of weird. It's one of the bigger tracks that I race at, but it feels so small with how fast we're really going. You really don't have time to think about stuff. The problem with racing at Charlotte, actually, is really all the driver, like I've said before. You know, you just got to minimize those driver mistakes, because you feel like you can carry so much more speed through the corner and just hold it wide open. But it's just being aware and cognizant of, hey, I probably need to, you know, breathe the throttle a little bit, let it take that set, let it eat, then drive off the corner. It's really just a driver, like a mental mindset track, really. You just can't beat yourself, because at the end of the day, here at Charlotte, you know, you got what you got, and the littlest bit will cost you a lot in the long run, just because of how fast we're going. It's hard to really get away from people, and we're all carrying so much speed that one little mistake and you'll just get passed by 3 or 4 cars. So it's a fun track. I like racing here. Charlotte Motor Speedway does a really good job of just making sure that it's well ran. You know, we go through things pretty quickly for how many cars we got here. I think we have 53 cars in our class, and it took maybe 5 or 10 minutes just to get through all of our hot lap sessions. So it's a really nice facility. I really like racing here. I'm really excited about tomorrow.
It's time for tonight's Championship Invitational. 20 laps, 22 drivers. Going to be a fun one here to cap off our Thursday night.
A full field redraw places Kenny Shaw and Ethan Dotson on the front row. Justin Haley was second quick overall. He'll be starting 17th.
Here we go, green flag in the air, off and underway here at Charlotte as they stack up in front of them.
Wow, the leader just didn't go, and we have lots of cars bent up already, and we haven't even crossed the stripe yet for a full lap.
Second try, green flag back out, racing once again.
Haley to the bottom, trying to make moves and make things work.
Ethan Dotson taking the lead from Kenny Shaw. The double zeros pulling away already.
it looks like Haley has a problem. Bent rim, it looks like.
And the 99 pulls off. Haley calling it a night. He was going slow, and it seems a right rear tire is down for Justin Haley.
Not an ideal end to the night for Justin Haley, but luckily it was only the Invitational.
Some right side damage for the 99, a little bit of work to do, but nothing too major. Still plenty of time to get that new Elite chassis shaken down for Saturday night. Ethan Dotson, your winner for the 20-lap Championship Invitational here on Thursday night.
All right, definitely not the start we wanted, but car had speed. Had a little contact. Got a little bent rim here on the start, and then that bent rim turned into a flat tire. Just tore apart there, so you see the damage, but. Flat tires, all we got broken after the first night. Pretty good, so feel confident about where the car's at. Nick helped a lot this event, I guess, today, and got it set up. So feel like we're gonna be fast tomorrow. I think we re-qualify tomorrow and do heat races. So put a new right rear on it, and that's about all the damage. We got to straighten out a panel or two, and we'll roll out. So yeah, good first night for us at Dark Horse. Quentin did a good job in hot laps. He's been out of the car for a little bit. Qualified 6th overall. So we both got speed. It's just how much luck do we got? So just keep grinding away at it here and see how tomorrow goes.
That's all she wrote for today, folks. We're going to be packing up for the night, and some of these teams have quite a bit to mull over before tomorrow's event.
Tomorrow is the day that matters, heat racing day. It'll be a long and full day of seeing who makes it into the show and who will have to go to the B main.
We had a really good heat session, qualified 6 out of 53 cars. I mean, my team did a really good job getting the car ready. It was really fast. Platform felt really good. I really had no issues. Might have been a little tight center exit off the corner, but in the past, like last year, the track really slicked off pretty quick with how many cars they have here. So I'm kind of hoping that having a tighter race car will help me. Looking forward to the heat races tomorrow. I just got to keep it under control. I'm starting outside pole. So I know the car has a lot of speed after hot lap qualifying today. It's just going to be about minimizing my own mistakes and making sure I can execute on the restarts and start. So just, trying to take what I learned last year. I had a lot of speed last year, led a couple laps, and fortunately I made a mistake and overdrove the corner. But I'm feeling a lot more confident this year, especially with all the racing we've done and being able to rely on like Justin and Ryan Ayers and Rich Dawson, and just being able to go to them and ask for advice. And really just, I feel like my skill set as a driver compared to last year is just so much more immense. I just know how to read a track. I know how to make adjustments of my own. It's going to be about minimizing those mistakes as a driver myself and just not getting in my own head and starting to overdrive the corner, which is going to be big with a slick track. But I'm feeling pretty good about it. Just got to, like I say, keep it under control and make sure I don't make any mistakes.
Welcome to day number 2 of the Dirt Car World Short Track Championships here at Charlotte.
Heat racing time, here we go.